Hey, Nora.
Hello, Father.
Father. So formal. Jeez. Hello, daughter. Of what topic are we conversing about today on the Oldie Time podcast?
We're talking about Facebook drama.
Dum dum. Welcome to the Nora and Dad show. I am the aforementioned dad, otherwise father, the formal father, otherwise known as John, and I am here with the formal daughter, otherwise known as
Nora.
That's where you say your name, kiddo.
I said Nora.
That was the cue where you say your name.
I said it.
So you want to talk about Facebook drama, which I find unusual since you don't have Facebook, because Facebook is supremely uncool for the teens these days. So what? Yes, they can't see your face, but I can. And the nose is all scrunched up. You look like you just smelled a big old toot. It's just, yeah.
Ew, why would you say it like that?
What?
Ew, I don't know.
That's what your face looked like.
Thanks.
You look like when Lula or Dante farts. That's the face you make.
Thank you for the lovely description.
So what Facebook drama do you want to talk about since you're not on Facebook?
Well, our development has a lovely little Facebook page. I'm not going to say the name of it because I don't want to give out our address.
Please don't. Thank you very much.
But it's just the name of our development Facebook page, and there's quite a bit of drama on it, and I hear about it quite frequently. And Mr. Father Hyman here tends to be a big offender of the drama.
I've been banned by your mom. Your mom has kindly suggested, because I'm a little bit of a poop stirrer, or I can be, that I refrain from posting on our development Facebook page because I have a tendency to get under people's skin, and I have to live here. I don't want to have to move. And so for the sake of
the rest of us,
for the sake of the rest of us and our house not getting egged or people not making comments about us as we walk by with the dogs, I've been asked and I've agreed to stay off, which I do. But go ahead.
There's one story I want you to. You've led all the other discussions. I'm leading the one today.
Go for it. I feel
like I'm doing a direct examination. So, during COVID, I guess we're still on COVID, but during like the first lockdown that we had, our lovely development wanted to host a parade. So, Father, what were your thoughts on that?
We need to go back in time to March of 2020 when the world was in utter chaos. COVID had just started as a thing. We were still wiping down groceries that we got delivered from Instacart because nobody was going into stores, or I wasn't going into stores, and we were still taking the Lysol wipes and wiping down the bags of groceries.
We didn't even order food.
And the items that were coming out of the bags. We weren't going anywhere. Nobody knew. You were, I think, on spring break at the time. But
yeah, you were told we got an extra week.
Yeah, you got an extra week of spring break, and we knew you weren't going back to school.
I was really upset
for the end of the school year. And so my point is, it was utter chaos with a lot of unknowns. And in the midst of all of this, someone in the development had the brilliant idea of having an Easter parade, which was going to involve the Easter Bunny walking down the street. Not the real Easter Bunny, because we don't have that much pull here. It was somebody in a mangy Easter Bunny costume was going to walk down the middle of the street, greet the kids, and then give them either toss or hand them bags of candy. The stay-at-home order was in place. The governor had said no mass gatherings, no large-scale events, all that. And so I said, in light of everything that's going on, the governor's orders, the uncertainty, whatever, it might not be the best idea for us to hold this large-scale community event, and that we should consider not having the Easter parade. People lost their freaking minds.
You were the neighborhood villain.
I was the neighborhood villain. I heard a lot of, what about the children? They're expecting the Easter Bunny. One neighbor accused me of being anti-Easter because I'm Jewish, which half of that is true. I'm Jewish, but you guys aren't. And so I'm certainly not anti-Easter.
You
The
celebrate
parade,
Easter.
I do. The parade ultimately didn't happen because I messaged the mayor and he shut it down.
Because
So
we have a connection with the mayor.
yeah, we roll large like that in our house. We know people who know people.
Our
But
nanny is the niece of the or our old nanny.
yeah, our family friend, the mayor's her uncle. The point is that that's not the point. The point
What do you
is that
mean?
people lost their minds. I mean, one guy basically said, like, you're the Jew that ruined Easter. So
That was what it was.
that's what it was. I will tell you though, not the first time I've ruined a Christian holiday.
I don't know the other one.
When
Where is
I
this coming
was
from?
when I was in 4th grade,
Okay.
I grew up in a very Jewish neighborhood. There weren't a lot of Christians like around me. We had one Christian family that lived behind us, and they had one kid that was, I think he was a year younger than me. And we were outside playing, and he made a comment about something he wanted and that Santa was going to bring it for him. And I said, you know that Santa's not real, right?
No.
And he ran home crying. Yeah, I totally busted up his Christmas.
This reminds me of when you and Mom, how many years ago this was, I don't remember, you told Donovan that the Easter Bunny was not real, and he broke down in tears sobbing that you had lied to him his entire life and that he was never going to trust you guys ever again.
We did tell him that.
And the next day, Easter landed on April Fool's, and you guys told him it was just an April Fool's prank.
Yeah,
and
that
I
was a
think
cruddy
he
Easter
still
because we
believes
weren't.
in the Easter Bunny.
I don't think we were planning on doing Easter baskets that year, and I ran out to CVS because we decided to do them to make it up to Donovan. And I was out at CVS on that Saturday night, scrounging like the Easter leftovers. Yeah, so the Jew who ruins Easter, the Jew who ruins Christmas. I'll tell you one more thing about the kid who I busted up Santa Claus for.
Mm-hmm.
His dad was like the neighborhood fun parent.
Oh.
And when I think back about it now, it's really creepy because his basement was like a giant game room.
That's
so he
fun.
he had a pinball machine. They were the first house in the neighborhood to have an Atari 2600. So they had all the video games in their basement. But he would be the one that would invite all the kids over.
Oh.
And then him and all the neighborhood kids would sit in his basement and like play video games together.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait,
It's weird, right?
Wasn't there? I might be making this up. I feel like there was another creepy dude that you just realized recently from your childhood.
I don't know.
Maybe Grandma told me this. I don't remember.
Maybe it's just me.
There's
I don't
a
know.
dude in a van or something. I don't know. Maybe I think I'm making it up.
We had the guy that came and painted our house when I was 13 and had a van full of porno magazines that he just. Yeah. Ew. He painted a mean wall, but he was a dirty man.
We had our creepy house cleaner that one time.
Oh yeah, who made comments about
my body,
your body in a very
inappropriate manner.
Inappropriate, and yeah, we had to fire her. Yeah, I can't be having people in my home making comments about my kid's body. That's not acceptable in any way, shape, or form.
She was an interesting woman.
She was an interesting woman. Yeah. And she didn't clean that well either. So that's.
No, she always. Was she the one that ripped something off of the wall, or was that somebody else?
No, that was someone else. And just to make it clear, as I think back to what I just said, even if she cleaned really well, I would have fired her anyway because I can't. I was like, well, sorry, Nora. She's down on her hands and knees scrubbing the floor. So look, if she wants to make a comment about, you got to put up with it, kiddo.
Fair enough.
She would have gotten fired anyway. So, yeah. So apparently now the world knows that your dad is a holiday wrecker.
Yep.
All right. Well, Nora, thank you for exposing me and my apparent hatred for the Easter Bunny for the world to hear. I really appreciate it. If people want to find you out on the socials, my dear, where should they go look?
Nora Marie Music, Nora with an H. I'm pretty much most active on Facebook and Instagram and occasionally YouTube if I feel up to it.
And you can find me at John Hyman, no H in the John, pretty much everywhere. I have all of our socials linked in the show notes as well, so you can go there to find all this stuff, as well as the socials for the podcast as well. Nora, thank you very much for, what are you doing? You know that this records the video, right? So I'm just going to have that.
I was doing that for like 2 minutes.
I know. I'm going to have to rip that video off and throw it
No!
up somewhere. Oh, absolutely. Anyway, Jesus. Thank you all for listening. We'll be back next Tuesday with another episode. If you like what you hear, if you haven't subscribed already, please do. And then if you don't mind sharing with people you know that we're here to download and listen to, and then if you don't mind going on the Apple Podcasts and giving us a nice 5-star review, we would appreciate that as well. We'll be back next Tuesday with another episode. Thoughts thus far unknown, but
I have an idea.
Oh no! Well, save it. We don't want to ruin it.
No, I'm not sharing it. I'm just saying I was just thinking about it.
There you go. Nora has an idea. We'll see everybody next Tuesday with Nora's idea. Thanks, Nora. Love you, kiddo.
Love you too.